Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. So today I'm currently on Ascalon's account, aka Mishmix, one of the friends of my streams and of my YouTube, and I'm going to show you something that's actually insane and crazy, and this is basically the dream of every single Raid player that wants to try and fight Hydra, and that is going to be a team that is full auto. No clicking, so it's not one of those ones that I've shown before, you know, with semi-auto where you just click some heads and it helps you out a little bit. This is a team that's full auto. I have tried several combinations before this, and then I came before testing this on, and then I came across Smiley TK's video. Shout out to Smiley and shout out to Cold Brew, because he saw this on Cold Brew's video, I saw it on him, and I just wanted to adapt it on this account and basically want to make a video on it myself, because, you know, I feel like if the people have these types of champions in order to do a wonky nightmare Hydra team, and you have the champions, you're definitely gonna want to do it. And the beauty of this, it works on all 6 rotations. You know, it has a little bit of RNG to it. You know, it might not give you that one key at the beginning, you know, on the first try. However, from what I've looked at and tested at, it actually looked like, yep, it should be an easy one key always. Like, sometimes you might get just the one key, sometimes you get over. Like, the video that I'm gonna show you right now is like, I didn't save the key because I want to leave the owner of the account to do the one key himself. But the video that I'm gonna show you is gonna blow your mind. You're gonna see that we had bad RNG, we had good RNG, so the RNG was all over the place. So it's not like, oh my god, this was the perfect RNG, that's why this one works. No, it was actually a crazy one. But let me stop hyping this. Let me show you the team and the presets, and then I'm gonna play the run, and then I'm going to come back and I will show you the builds on the people. So the team that I'm talking about is this one. It's using Siffy, Krisk, obviously, because he's, you know, Krisk is the beast of Hydra. He does everything. He brings you increased speed, decreased attack, decreased defense, ally protection, what else? Mischief targeting. You name it, he's got it. He's like a one-man team for the sake of Hydra. Siffy again is a beast because she provides you the heals from her passive. And from her A1, she provides the increased speed as well, the block debuffs, the increased defense, a single target revive, and at the same time she has a 50-50 chance to help you out with the Head of Torment by, you know, giving you a chance to remove that true fear from when the Head of Torment pops out. And then there's the 4 magic epics for Hydra. Like, these 4 epics that you see over here are the best epics in the game currently for the sake of Hydra, in my opinion, and from, I guess, all I've seen and maybe all of you guys have seen. And those are Husk, Royal Guard, Ugo, and Geomancer. Husk and Royal Guard, they're obviously known for the sake of, you know, Husk for his AoE A2 that does max HP damage and the provoke on the A1. Royal Guard again, damage on the slam, on the takedown, on his A2 again, that does massive damage because of the enemy max HP hit. Then he can bring decreased defense on the A1, decreased speed on the A3 as well. Ugo, the beast, with decreased defense, block buffs, heals, leech on the A1, remove 1 buff, so again, she's the monster. And at the same time, the boss killer, Geomancer himself, which does, you know, he does massive damage whenever it comes to any other boss, like, you know, Demon Lord, Doom Towers, you name it, Iron Twins. Geomancer just the monster that always kills the bosses. He's not letting us down when it comes to Hydra either because of his A3 as usual. And he also brings us that AoE A1 that has a decreased accuracy, which can be clutch because, you know, if you land that, then you can resist some of the other debuffs apart from Mischief, which requires high resistance. But let's have a look at the presets now, like what I've tried to use and what I've seen that works pretty decently so far. But obviously you might test out yourself. You might see that, like, oh, some champions not using certain skills, you might change it yourself. But the way that I went is I made Siffy prioritize her revive. Okay, because most of the time she might not be prioritizing that. She might go into this when you would just want to revive somebody. So priority revive, and then second priority day 2, even though she will always use day 2. Just wanted to select it like that. Then for Krisk, I made priority the provoke, second priority this one. Depending on the rotation, or like, I don't know how the run goes for you, it might be better to do it the other way around. So it might be more helpful for you to start off with the A2 and just have Krisk be the mischief target straight up from the beginning. I guess, like I said, this is gonna be, depends on your testing and how you're gonna run it on the different rotations. For Husk, it's pretty simple. Lock out the A3 and then prioritize the A2. You just want him to do not the stun, because you cannot stun them, but the max HP hit and the provoke. For the sake of Royal Guard, priority the A2 and second priority the A3. Ugo, nothing, because Ugo usually does the right skills at the right time. And Geomancer, honestly, I tried some different stuff, but I feel like maybe the best way to do it is just lock out the A2 and leave the A3 and A1 to go. But maybe sometimes the A2 can be good, as he can go and remove some of the buffs if, you know, if something actually happens. He does target people with the A2 sometimes to try and steal the buffs. And because it's a full auto type of team, you kind of want that, you know, it might be good, it might be bad sometimes, but I feel like it's better to just leave Geo to do whatever he wants to do, like for the sake of this one. So this is the preset. I'm gonna play the round for you. It's actually not that long. I think it's like maximum of 20 minutes. So I'm gonna speed it up like 200-300%. I'm gonna play the whole thing. Then we're gonna come back and we're gonna have a look at the builds that we have on these champions. So see you in a bit, guys. And we are back. Look at this damage, 64.45 million. Like I said, full auto, didn't touch anything, left to go on its own, and it did a thing of beauty. We have Husk with 21.1 million, Royal Guard with 23.8 million, Krisk 3.6, you know, those little War Masters did help out. Siphi, no damage because she's not built for this. Ugo with 3.3 million damage, and Geomancer with 11 million damage. So, you know, this is pretty crazy overall. And if you're in a clan that everybody if you're in a clan in which everybody hits Nightmare Hydra, maybe you don't need to do these crazy numbers, and maybe if you just straight up hit that one key, 36.6 million, you're good with that. Like, for example, if you notice this one around the 11-minute mark, we had like 36.9 million or 37 million, so we hit the one key, we could have left if we wanted. 11 minutes, job done, easy clap. So it all depends, you know, how this all goes in your clan. If you want to do more damage, obviously you can manual, and I'm quite sure you could get something like around 80 to 100 million damage, depending on the RNG with this type of team, because you have like 3 solid DPSs in there, which are Geo, Husk, and Royal Guard. But let's have a look at the builds right now. So I might need to search a bit for them because I did not keep the key. Like I said, I want to keep it for the owner of the account. So basically, Siphi is in kind of a, you know, an arena build, fast, and luckily we do have a little bit of resist from her at the same time, and then just HP and defense. Nothing other too crazy. Say at the same time, obviously in arena mastery, like obviously we usually try to use our champions in one build that is useful for everywhere else. So by having Siphi built for arena, but be able to use her in Hydra with the same build, that just makes this team even better. So yeah, this is the Siphi build, and we also have like the 1-star awakening, which brings us the intimidating presence. I mean, this boost is nothing too crazy, but you know, it does help. And also forgot to mention what does help from Siphi as well is we're using her as the resistance lead. 80 resistance for everybody else is crazy, because that's as if everybody had like a 5-star resistance banner on, which is kind of crazy. Then the next champion I have in here is the other one, the main event basically, is Krisk the Ageless. This is something that, like I said, I've seen in Smiley's videos, and I found like that was pretty smart. That was a pretty smart idea to use Krisk in a frenzy set. Since he is the one that puts up ally protection and is the mischief target, he will be taking most of the hits himself. So because of that, guess what? Frenzy is like a genius idea, like I said, because every time he loses 5% of his HP, he gains 10% per meter. What does that mean? That means he rotates through his A3, which is the provoke and increase speed, through his A2, which is, you know, the buff extension, the continuous heal that makes him mischief target, and through his A1, which is the decrease speed, faster and faster and faster. So having a frenzy set on him makes it really good, but obviously you want to have speed, accuracy, resistance, these types of stats for the sake of a Krisk. These are the types of stats that I'm also using, for example, for my Battle Khazar when I want to solo 25 Dragon and Ice Golem. But yeah, let me show you the stats. So 239 speed, even though you know you would like to be over 250 because of the frenzy set, even though it's a little bit lower, it helps. As you have the increased speed from Siphi, a little bit of extra turn meter boost from Siphi, and she goes first, so you're definitely gonna go before the mischief target if you choose to open with the A2 on Krisk. But yeah, what you're aiming for is around 500 resistance and 400 accuracy. I have the 400 accuracy, I have 450 to resist, but with the 80 lead from Siphi, that's 530, so we are good. And obviously lots of survivability stats. You don't care about crits, rate, crit damage. You know, usually try to keep the crit damage as low as possible, but it is what it is. Then masteries. I want to go offense with the War Master, and then support. Support, you want rapid response and arcane celerity for the same reason that we have frenzy. Every time a buff or debuff placed by Krisk expires or is removed, an extra chance to gain more and more and more turn meter, you know. And at the same time, having lasting gifts and Master Hexer for a chance to extend those buff and debuffs, because why not, you know. That's definitely gonna help out. Then let's go to the epics. So when it comes to the epics, we have Geomancer first, that has the cruelty blessing, which, you know, can decrease the defense of the Hydra has after 5 hits up to like 5%. So, you know, extra 5% defense reduced, that's really helpful. He's in a reflex plus 1 piece of refresh. You want to reflex and refresh as much as you can on your champions. Again, close to that 400 accuracy mark. 220 speed, could be maybe a bit faster, but good enough with the increased speed, I guess, and turn meter boost from Siphi. And then survivable. That's all you care about him. No damage, just to survive and do those hits. These are his masteries. I'm just gonna try and quickly show them because this is getting it's becoming a pretty long video, but still, it's worth it. Like, you know, for the sake of having a team that does full auto everything, it's definitely worth it to watch a longer video to get the stats that you need. Then after that, let's look at the Royal Guard. Royal Guard has one blessing again, it's Phantom Touch, which is really useful. You only want one cruelty per team, so that's all. Like, another thing that could be awesome is, for example, I could suggest maybe to Meshmex to remove from Sifi, instead of Intimidating Presence, I could tell him just put Brimstone on her, you know, because if you put Brimstone, you can get some even more damage on, but let's leave it at that for now. So Royal Guard is in a Relentless. You know, we usually want Relentless or Reflex depending on what gear you have. For the sake of Royal Guard, I would say Reflex would be better. But because we didn't have good enough Reflex, we went with Relentless. Plus, again, the 2 pieces of Refresh accessories. See? Do you see the pattern here, guys? And he's running at 222 speed, 100% crit rate, 256 crit damage, 3.6k attack, and 300 accuracy, you know, for an extra backup of the decreased accuracy on his A3, basically. You know, an extra decreased speed in case Chris doesn't land it is helpful. Then these are his masteries. Master Hexer, Sniper again just for the sake of that A3, and then again War Master and Life Drinker. Then the next one that we have is, let's see, where's our good old Ugo? Okay, then we have Ugo again, Relentless, plus 1 piece of Refresh. Again, if we had Reflex on Ugo, we'd have used that. If not, Relentless, because that's what we have. You want her to be quite fast, and you want her to have, you know, 400 accuracy, around the 400 accuracy, 250 to 300 resist, over 250 speed. You want her to be as fast as possible, so she comes through her decreased defense, through her heals, and then as much HP as possible, because her heals depend on her HP. So this is like, you know, pretty solid build. Then these are the masters I've used on her. Same principle, War Master for her AoE A2 to do extra damage. And then the, you know, the support she as usual, Sniper for the extra chance to land the Leech on the A1. And obviously Master Hexer for a chance to extend the block buffs and the decreased defense. And I think the last one that we're missing is the Husk. Husk might be in the vault, and I might need to bring him out. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think Husk might be in the vault. Let me just check it. Husk, come out wherever you are. Stop hiding. And there is the Husk. So Husk, same principle, Relentless. I feel like maybe for the sake of Husk, Relentless might be better because he's kind of like the backup provoker for the head of DK for Kresk. So, you know, Relentless is better for a chance to keep rocking when he does the A2 to come back to the A1. And again with the refresh, because, you know, if you can refresh that A2, why not? He's running at 218 speed, 320 accuracy. Again, you want some accuracy so you can debuff the head of DK, which is, you know, the one that you want to provoke, and that's the only thing that he can do. 260 crit damage, 100% crit rate, and 58k HP. Don't really care about attack or defense for him because his A2 scales only on enemy max HP, which can be, you know, influenced only by crit damage. And masteries, these are masteries, kind of, you know, almost similar to Royal Guards, just not too much over here on the support tree, because for the sake of Husk, you cannot extend the provoke, you cannot have a high chance to provoke unless you go down the Fearsome Present. But yeah, this was the team overall, guys. This was the insane team that can actually this is one of the teams that can one-kill Nightmare on full auto. There's some different other variations, you know, I've seen some other ones, I'm gonna try some other ones, and if I'm gonna have some new ideas, I'm definitely gonna post them to try and, you know, and give the community as many ideas of full autoing the Hydra as possible. But yeah, this is gonna be for the video today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. Peace, love, take care everyone. Bye guys.